popping in today. So glad everyone's here. One of the first things that I want to say is we received submissions for the creative challenge, which they're gorgeous. Just to let you know, they're gorgeous. Jen and I are both like, meow. And so what I decided was initially, like, I thought when Jen and I had talked last week that I would post a post yesterday and I would have put all the stuff in there. And I thought it'd be really fun today to not only send out our call, but to have this beautiful little visual gallery that goes along with our call. So that will happen today, just to let everybody know.
I love that. I love that. And I love that so many people like tuned in and shared art. Thank you to everybody who shared art. Thank you to those of you who just made art in response and maybe didn't, feel up for
Yep.
sharing, but you took the time, to everybody, like, just thank you for taking the time for you. And I say this on behalf of your own inner artist, your own inner child. Like, thank you for taking the time to connect with yourself, to connect with your creativity, to connect with nature in whatever way you did that. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see them all together. I've seen little bits and pieces.
Yep.
So, yeah.
It's so much fun. And I love, like, oh, my brain is just full of so many things. So the inner artist part was so big, I think, for people to tap into that inner child and just have fun and explore and play. And I know that that call sent me on a trajectory throughout the week where I was noticing more and playing more. Noticing nature. I don't think it just has to do with the fact that it's like spring bordering on summer here in the Northeast. I think it was just overall from our call, there was such an amazing energy. And then there were synchronicities, one that I will actually put in at so in our visual gallery. You'll see a little story of for people that things that just came together. Sort of, the universe brought it all together. So that was amazing. One of the things I wanted to share, Jen had sent me an article this week by Ann Tabor, which was "Wear the Damn White Pants," which I just loved that title to begin with. But it was really about, and I'll put a link in it as well. But one of the things that I loved about it was this idea of not saving things for that special time. And I have been a person who has done that in my life, saved the good dishes or the good stemware or the, earrings or the outfit or whatever it is for that special time, as though it's not a special time every day because we're living it. And today I broke out these really fun, I love these earrings. They're super colorful and playful. And I always associate them with, like, well, if I'm going out and doing something special, then I'll wear them. But I was like, no, today I'm throwing them on, throwing the good earrings on. And
I love it.
so I wanted to know two things, Jen, and for everybody who's listening, what is something that you have held and been like, I'll wait for that special time? And two is a different question. It has to do with color. Um, does that thing or the thing that you hold a lot of color in it? I asked that because I've also been thinking about, and it seems totally unrelated, but in my brain, there's an association between colorful in our world. Color seems a little tamped down sometimes. And I am the person who will throw on, like, the black sweater and the jeans and whatever, and a black shirt or white shirt. And I can go with but I also sometimes really love the, like, boost of color. So those are two different questions, but they feel related in my brain because they both feel like things I may save for more special time when I just kind of want that time to be all the time.
I love that. And I love that that was like your takeaway from the post, by the way. Like, my takeaway
Yeah.
was the like rebellious nature of it. Right? It was like there
Yes.
are like societal, cultural, like passed on generational rules, of what to do, not do. And of course, in the article, Anne's referring to like the idea of like you can't wear white
Mm-hmm.
before Memorial.
Memorial Day. Yes.
And I grew up with that. Like that was
Me
something
too.
that, was in my family. I remember that. And then, she's talking about those like niceties. What are the things that like we're supposed to do? And, you and I've talked a lot about that, like the idea of getting rid of the shoulds in our
Mhm.
lives and the supposed tos and really leaning into like what's on your heart and what's calling you and what feels
Yeah.
like joyful and fabulous to you today.
Yeah.
And so that idea of like breaking the rules just sounded lovely. Uh,
Yes.
but I like your takeaway too was, like use the good stuff, use the good china. For me, I'm going to say one of the first things that came up when you were talking about that is the good paint, like the good art
uh,
supplies, right?
yes.
Because it's like, yeah, it took me a long time to like buy the good stuff. And oh my gosh, once you do, like what a difference it makes.
Yeah.
But then it's also, okay, well, now I have the good set of paints. And
Mm-hmm.
then I have they're okay paints. And so they
Mm-hmm.
become the everyday paints. And then these are like special occasion paints. And it does have to do with the color because the good ones have this rich vibrancy
Mm-hmm.
and like they've got that texture, and the other ones are like, it's okay, it gets the point across, but things feel muted
Yeah.
and it's not as vibrant. But I have taught myself. So this is a lesson I've learned and taught myself: use the good paints, buy the good paints, splurge on them, and use them. Don't tuck them away. So anybody listening, whatever your medium is, right? If it's like your favorite pen, use it. Don't just tuck
Mm-hmm.
it away. Use it. You can always buy another one if you need to somewhere down the line, but
Yeah.
yeah, use the things that make your creative practice feel juicy and wonderful and marvelous and just fill you with so much joy. Um, yeah,
There is, so you and I both know Connie Solera, who's the painter
yes,
as well. We've done 20, you did 21 Secrets with her. And one of the things that she said that always stuck with me is the paint isn't precious. And it was because for so long, that's how it would feel to me. Like if I was going to use the paint, then I wanted it to be something amazing. I didn't want to waste any paint. I was very worried about wasting paint. It's the same with journals. If I
yeah,
have a good journal, I don't want to waste the pages because
right.
something
To
amazing
write
is going.
something really good on those
Yes,
pages.
yes.
Yes.
And if I don't, it's like, oh, it's like I feel like I would feel almost
Yeah.
let down. I'm not like that anymore. I like definitely dive in. I even have, and I think it's funny that it's just sitting right here. I have a pen. It's a disco ball at the end,
Of
right?
course it is.
A friend sent this to me, and I was like, oh, amazing. And I was like, this is the best pen ever. And I would put it in my cup, and I have like a mix, right, of like my disco ball and with my my paintbrushes. But like, I would very much be like, oh, I don't want to use that too much because I don't want it to run out. Like, there's not more disco pens in the world.
Right.
Like those little things, when you let yourself have those little joys, it makes the art making process so much more fun.
Yeah.
Like, it really does.
Yes.
Um,
And now I want to pair that with the outfits because
mhm,
100% when you said are the things that you don't wear colorful, I have gotten into again like just life and self care work, self awareness work. Like I have filled my closet with much more color than
love
I ever have in my life. There's a lot more florals and pinks and
it.
whites and light tones. And the thing that's standing out for me that I've never yet worn in public. So this is I'm, I'm gonna call myself out here.
Next call.
It's a it's like a jumper outfit, like it's a one
Yes.
piece.
Yes.
It's like basic black, but then has like these bold flowers all over it. It's really cute. It fits well, and I'm like, oh, like it's too much. It's just so like full body floral, right? Like it
Right.
just feels so outside of like what people normally wear to the store in Kansas City area. And I'm like, and yet like I can't get myself like to just be like, okay, I haven't worn it in 2 years, like just donate it, like
Right.
give it to a friend that will wear it. I can't, like, there's something about it that feels really magical to me. So I might need to just wear it painting somewhere with my good mates, like
Can you
just
please do that? We need you. I think everybody on this call would be with me if we said, Jen, can you please wear the outfit and use the good paints and like send a
right.
picture? That would be amazing.
Yeah, so I love that you called out the color and like what is it, that you're holding
Yeah.
back on
Yeah.
using. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so, and okay, this whole idea of like the outfit. So I was at a store one afternoon, dressed really regular, just kind of running errands. And this woman in the parking lot, as I was leaving, got out of her car and started walking towards me. She was wearing, I have goosebumps, the most beautiful, like, it was a deep, beautiful purple dress, and like her face, her hair, her skin, everything just like she was radiant. And I could tell as she got out of her car, it was just regular. She was just walking. She wasn't thinking about that. She's probably running through her to-do list. I stopped her and I was like, first of all, I just need to tell you, your dress is gorgeous. That color on you is amazing. I just need you to know that. Like, you look beautiful. I could not help myself. And it's one of those things that, like, if you were to wear that outfit, Jen, you're giving someone else, I promise you this will happen. Like, giving someone else permission to be like, I want to go home and put on something kind of fabulous. And she was, when I said it to her, she was like, her face lit up. She actually was like, thank you so much. It was so nice. But we don't tell each other that enough too. Like, when you see somebody walking down the street that just whatever it is that catches your eye, like, oh my god, that's really great. I just did it actually recently too, to a woman who was on the train. She got off the train, she was walking ahead of me, she was clearly going to an event, and her dress was stunning. It was all these beautiful colors, and she had on like a shawl or whatever. And I stopped her. I didn't realize she was on the phone, and I said, I'm sorry to have to tell you, you look fantastic. I don't know where you're going. Okay. And she was like, thank you. And I like, she was, whatever it was like a work kind of thing. She was like, working. I was like, it's fine. I was like, I just needed to tell you that. Right. But it made me want to go and like put on something fabulous. I just love when that happens. Okay. So Kim is saying, different angle for me. I'm super excited to quit consulting and not have to dress up, wear my biz lacquer, and now live in paint splattered, dog hair covered potato sacks. Yes, okay. So with you, but Kim, here's my question to you. Do you feel fabulous when you're in those? Like, do you just feel so like good, right? You're clearly saying that, and for you it's like, this is what makes me feel awesome, this is what lights me up. V says, I remember you, Tasha, with the blue dress. I did have a blue dress that was really fabulous. Thank you, V, for remembering that. It was oh god, it was a great color blue. I loved that dress. It's gone. um my body changed and that was gone. Hold on, I want to see here. Kim saying it's a relief and freedom. So Jen, this brings up another thing that just lit you up. I remember the energy. Oh, V, that was the first time we met, and thank you. So yes, I had a blue dress. It did light me up when you're dressed in something that feels good, right? I think you're like dun dun dun, ready to take on the world. Not to say though that I don't throw on some of like my shorts and a tee and feel great too. So I'm with Kim too on that. Like, it's both. But like, I'm interested now, Jen, if you put on that outfit, would it make you feel good, or would it make you feel like self-conscious? Oh, I have to do this. I'm like gonna see what's gonna happen. Would it feel good, or would it feel, that's
Yeah.
a question.
Yeah, it is a question because, like I said, like I've put it on several times and been like, I'm going to wear this out to this event. And then I take it off and I change. I'm like, oh, it's too much. But yeah, Yeah, it's interesting. It's like, I think what the conversation for me is really bringing up is like, what are the things that we hold back on
Yeah.
in our lives, that do have that like sense of empowerment and personal joy associated with them. And for Kim, right, it's like it's the opposite of
Yeah.
like having to dress up. And I think there is that difference too. Like I have certain outfits that like I wear. I have a group of women that we get together and do like dinner nights and stuff, and like we'll dress up to go to each other's house, right? So it's
Right.
like it's not about going out somewhere fancy. And
Hmm.
by dress up I mean some people like costume dress up, and then other people are just like,
That's awesome.
here's the scarf, that I just think lights me up, or wearing all white, that you wouldn't normally wear, just out grocery shopping or whatever. And again, like I think that this conversation is making me think, like, why don't we just wear those outfits when
Yeah.
we go hiking, or I mean, sounds practical, obvious, um, but yeah, like just what do we hold back on in our lives, whether it's again the good dishes or um, I don't have those anymore, but the things, the pen, the journal, the art supplies, the special jewelry, right? Like your earrings, where it's like, you can throw on the earrings with a t-shirt, and it's like, it
Yeah.
just makes you feel like, oh, this is a special day now because I've got the special earrings on. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I don't think it's so much, it has to be dressing up, but so like that idea of allowing, like giving yourself permission
Right.
um, to use the things, do the things that maybe somewhere in our minds we have this idea that we should reserve them for
Mhm.
something special. And what if today's special? And we
Yeah.
make it special by claiming that.
Absolutely. I think also it comes right back to the point that you started with when you were talking about how for you the piece had been about, the rules that we have to live by or we have to. It's
We
suggested.
thought.
Yes, we thought.
Yeah, we
It's we
believe we
thought.
bought into.
And that makes me think of when you said, it feels like too much when you put it on, like where we come up with what is too much.
Hmm.
Another one of those things that we somehow internalized somewhere, whether it is um, don't laugh too loud, don't be too bold, don't shine too bright. Like it's all these things that now we get to question, change, breakthrough. Um, and I really love that. I love that where this conversation just took us. And thinking about why don't we? Obviously, I might not wear my favorite dress when I'm going hiking because that might
Right.
not
It's like there's some
fit.
practicalities to this. Yeah.
um, but it is 100%. Why am I not just what stops me from doing those things or being aware of myself. Like I know that I have a loud laugh. And sometimes I'm like, in certain situations, did I laugh too loud? And it's like, I have a really quick story. I had a time in my life I worked in a corporate situation, and everybody was very serious. And I had this realization that like my laugh might be too loud, so I tried to stop laughing, and I'm actually not kidding about that. Like
Oh my
I
gosh.
tried to stifle it.
Wait, just want to everyone here. This woman, this woman tried to stop laughing. I can't even.
I did. I
Oh
held
my
it. I
gosh.
really held, like I tried to be really serious. Um, and I realized that first of all it didn't work because I had a moment of just complete meltdown in a situation where I was laughing so hard and then I was crying and then I wasn't sure of what I was doing or which was happening, the crying or the laughing. Like that build of emotion, it was like, no, sorry, you can't hold this all in. It's part of you. But it's all of these questions. Where in my life do I think I'm too much? And can I jump over that barrier and be like, no, this is exactly who I am. If I want to go out with a tiara on my head to go grocery shopping, I should be able to do that just fine and not be too much. Like, and Kim just said, dance like no one's watching, dress like no one's judging. That should be on a t-shirt. Okay? Hands down. And oh my God, aside from birdsong, Natasha's laughter is my favorite neighborhood sound. Thank you very much. I very, very much
Love that.
appreciate that. That just made my day. Um,
Yeah. Well, and what you're saying too, like that when we think that some aspect of us is too much,
mhm,
um, and we're trying to like tamp it, and the fact that you, right,
mhm.
and I just you, like I know you as joy and laughter and like this smile that's ear to ear, like I just can't imagine it. And what it tells me is how it's just a reminder, right? So, like, not to judge you by any means, but that we all do this at
Yeah,
some point in our lives, in some area in our lives, and often in our creative expression. It's
yeah,
like, I can't do that because it's too much. And the thing is that is often the thing that is you. It's like your gift, your like blessing that you're meant to bring to the world, the thing that you think is too much, because you, Tasha, without laughter is not right. Like it's not you being authentic. It's not
no,
you being you.
yeah,
And I think it is something that's very it's societal, it's cultural, and
yes,
that we in pockets, of like in your job, right? I'm trying to match this job, and I think we do that with our creativity too, right? Like, what I don't know, like what types of books are selling these days, and I'll write to that
yes,
instead of writing your voice,
yes,
that unique gift that you were blessed with, and that when you share it outward is the blessing that you're here to share with the world. And so,
yeah,
I think our invitation this week is to use the good stuff.
yes,
Use the special things. Make every day special this week in
yeah,
some way. A
yep,
tiara, a dress, your fancy shoes, which I
hmm
don't own. Glitter, like we'll just go back to
yes.
that.
Always
Always
bring
the
the glitter
glitter.
in.
Uh, The things, right? Like use the things that feel amazing and maybe push you outside of your comfort zone,
Yeah,
because the comfort zone needs to be pushed a little bit, right? So
yeah,
it's that like just getting used to being authentic in the world that maybe kind of squishes that a little bit. And then the second piece of that is with your creativity.
yeah,
Allow your voice to come through. And again, it doesn't have to be painting and writing and drawing and dancing. Creativity is just how do you live in the world? How do you cook dinner? How do you, solve problems at
yeah.
work? How do you like just look at things? And so just allowing space for your creative gifts to shine too.
I love that so much. I feel like that is, yep, exactly where we leave that today. I would offer one quick note. If you are looking to express yourself in a unique way, right? The way that's you, when you hear the too much, go for it. And the other is social media wise, don't spend too much time on that, because I think that it can get in your head, and you can think everything from a sketchbook page to an outfit has to look a certain way. No, we need, and I really firmly believe what we need in this world is people who are lit up by being themselves. And so, yeah, I second everything Jen said. Hardcore. I cannot wait. I actually really cannot wait to see what people find this week, what you discover about yourself, how you push yourself out of your comfort zone, and what you do to celebrate
Yeah.
and make today
It,
special.
I want to add to that too, because you mentioned the social media piece.
Yes.
You don't have to share you and your outfit at the grocery store on social media either, or like
Yep.
you're like, experimental paintings, and
Yeah.
like keep that to you and your heart, and find trusted people. This is a safe community. Find trusted
Yeah.
people to share about your experience, share about your
Yeah.
process, you don't have to post the end result, right? It's about
Yeah.
you, it's for you. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
blessings on the journey. I'm excited.
I'm excited. I have like real goosebumps. This is good. I really like this. I'm also, you know what I might do is I'm gonna take a look at it, open up the chat on Natasha's Painted Stories, so that I might just post a question there this week, just asking after this call is like a follow up. If anybody wants to share what their experience has been like, it'd be wonderful to hear as the week goes. If there's like something that happens that feels great or something to just process, what I like, it would be good to share because this was a really, I feel like um, my heart feels very full after this conversation.
Mm,
All right. Are we gonna wrap it up there,
I
Jen?
think we should wrap it up there.
All right.
We'll use V's last comment. Amen.
Amen. Indeed. Thank you as always to everybody who is here. Wonderful, wonderful to be with you every week. It's something I really do look forward to. I love this time with you, Jen. I love this time with our community. I love the magic that's happening. So have a beautiful week. Enjoy yourselves. Be good to yourselves and celebrate yourselves. Make each day special. God, I love that. Like a
Yeah.
lot.
I'm going to go write it on a post it and stick it
Yes.
on my wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. All right, everyone. Take care. Jen,
Bye.
love you as always. Bye, everyone. Just kidding.